Hey guys, we finished Ben 10 yesterday, and so that means we have another new Let's Play to start up. And this time, I'm going to be doing the 2007 TMNT movie game. The CGI movie, to be specific. I can't remember for sure when Turtles Forever came out. I want to say that was '09, but again, don't quote me on that one. I think this might be my favorite TMNT game, at least the one out of the ones I've played. I love Shredder's Revenge, and I love Turtles in Time to death. And despite how frustrating they are, I even enjoy the trilogy of TMNT 2003 games. But I think this one is my favorite because out of all the TMNT games, which are mostly just beat 'em ups, this one actually incorporates the fact that the Turtles are parkour enthusiasts. There's like top-notch platforming and free running in this game, and you guys know me, I love my platformers. Plus, I think this is another example of a good movie-based game. Like, this doesn't feel like a cash grab to me. There was actual effort and thought put into this. So, that was just for me testing it earlier. But I'm really excited to be playing this. I love finding excuses to play this game. It's not hard. It's not too easy either, so it's a nice little balance in difficulty. Plus, I think the music pretty solid. But yeah, this is based off the TMNT 2007 movie, which is technically supposed to be a sequel to the 90s trilogy. And I'll explain why I think that after we get over the opening cutscene.
A sensei once consoled a grief-stricken boy as his older brother prepared to leave for battle. He said, "Child, why do you cry? You are both part of a family, and a family is a bond that cannot be broken by war, by strife, by force, or neglect. And more importantly, you are brothers, and brothers you shall remain, despite time, argument, and even distance." Choosing this jungle for your training was no coincidence, Leonardo. Legend says that a long time ago, ancient warlords ruled this land. Jumping is a basic ninja move, but jumping further sometimes requires extra effort.
As I was saying, there is a scene in the TMNT 2007 movie where Splinter is looking at a shelf full of the Turtles' mementos. And you can find Shredder's helmet from the first movie. You can find the broken TCRI canister from the second one. And you can also find the time scepter from the third movie.
First complete your mission, and then replay it.
So if all those items were there, then you know that tells me that okay, this takes place after all those movies happened.
A few years ago, I found
But
by exploring this same jungle.
It's been a bit since I've seen the movie, but if I remember correctly, there's like a quick scene where you see Shredder, and I want to say he kind of looks like 2003 Shredder from the cartoon and not from the movie.
Mind your environment, my son.
And the confusion doesn't help when you remember that Karai is also in the movie, and she didn't make an appearance in the 90s trilogy.
It's the best thing to do.
Sorry about that, I had to adjust some
Throw
things.
yourself from one edge to another. Simply move towards the
So,
other edge, performing a jump at the same time.
it begs the question,
Grab onto it.
is this continuity in line with the 90s movies, or is it in line with the 2003 cartoon? Or is it supposed to be a combination of both?
The medallion.
Like, even as a kid, when I first saw them, what was I? I was 10 when I saw that movie? Yeah, I was 10. So, I was already watching the 2003 show as a kid. And before then, I also saw the 90s movie, so I was like,
jump on
Which
one wall,
is this a sequel
jump again
to?
in the other wall's direction. By repeating this action over and over, you will reach the top without having to use edges.
There we go. Oh, I got stuck there for a second. Man, I love the Turtles. I've seen pretty much all the cartoons and all the movies except for Mutant Mayhem. I know it's good, I just haven't sat down and watched it yet.
When you jump against a wall, you can run upwards for extra height and can also leap away from the wall to reach new areas.
I wonder how much this first part is going to blow up. Because it seems like...
The more you use your combat moves, the more you will learn to harness them.
Okay, this is a cool little feature. What they didn't have to do.
Time well your kicks to keep your enemy far away from you to allow more time to focus on other possible dangers.
If you stop at certain points during your combo attack, each turtle will have a different animation of them.
Under your feet as you land on it.
Each turtle will have a different animation of them, like when the weapons are going into another pose. Leo does that. If I do the spin, he does this. Okay. They don't ever tell you this, but when you land in this game, I'm playing this on... I have the GameCube copy, but I'm playing this on my Wii with my GameCube controller. As you can tell by the buttons. But whenever you jump and you're about to land, you can press the Y button to go into a roll. And it's not the most important thing, but it does help sometimes because, as you guys see, this game does have a timer. And you are graded based on how good you are in combat, how fast you go, how many collectibles you get, and teamwork. Obviously, we're not going to be graded on teamwork since we're only playing as Leo in this level, but I just want to let you guys know. I'm not trying to get the best rank or anything. I'm just trying to play through the game like I normally do. I might be posting maybe 2 to 3 levels a day. Not a day, but 2 to 3 levels per video. Just because, depending on the levels, they can be pretty long or pretty short. Come on. There we go. I think my favorite iteration of the Turtles, in terms of the cartoons, if I had to rank them, it would be 2003, just because I grew up with that one. Then it would be 2012, then Rise, and then the 80s cartoon. And I only say that because 2003 and...
Splinter wasn't kidding. It's incredible. Splinter taught us every time we take out a bad guy, it charges our inner strength. And once 10 guys are eliminated, we can use that power to devastate.
So this is the quickest way to just dominate in this game.
Break our karma and drain all our power.
Damn it! I was trying to show off too much. I'm definitely gonna suffer that. I shouldn't have gotten hit there.
This is the bomb. Whoa, don't think I'll ever see something this beautiful again.
Watch how I not get an A+. But what happens is, whenever you defeat 10 enemies, you go into slow-mo, and you instantly kill all your enemies with one hit. As you saw, if you get hit, you get out of slow-mo, and you lose all the stars. And you can regain stars every time you kill an enemy. So if you're quick enough, you can just have that one... You can have that one bar super going on the entire fight until it's over.
To this day, Master Splinter, collecting that medallion is one of the proudest moments of my life.
I was very proud of you for that, Leonardo. But the adventure that followed your return home made me even more proud.
proud of us? Yeah, we nearly broke the family apart.
Sometimes, Raphael, adversity is necessary to strengthen a family bond, and reminiscing one's hardships helps as well. Donatello, Michelangelo, why don't the four of you tell me the story of this helmet in your own words, so that you can see for yourselves how much you have all grown together?
All right. I love this story.
That's because you were always a huge fan of the Night Watcher, Mikey.
And why not, dude? The Night Watcher was pretty cool. Sure, he was a creepy loner and all that, but he was just one guy, and he was taking out entire gangs on his own. Nobody knew anything about the Night Watcher. It's like one day he just appeared, you know?
But I think I like the 2003 series mostly because they've tried their best to adapt the Mirage comics, and it could be pretty dark at times for a kid's show, especially season 4. For those out there who've seen the show, and I'm sure some of you have, you know exactly what I mean.
The angrier I get. Get it? So, no rage power.
So Night Watcher has his own specific meter for building up power.
He always seemed to hunt in the worst parts of town.
Haha!
I focus my attack and hit more than one enemy with a dashing move that will disorient. Alright! Splinter says there's always a right time to strike. So when you're ready, unleash a devastating kick attack and make the other guy cry.
I didn't even think that would hit him, but I'm so glad it did.
It's Johnny! Booyah! Winning ugly is still winning.
His rage works exactly as the star system does, except you have to activate when you want to use it. And there's no way to regain rage during a combat section. It will slowly dissipate more and more the more enemies you take out.
The best way to protect yourself against enemy attacks is to dodge his moves. It raises your chances for victory every time.
Yeah, that final swipe he does is always a kill move. This is what I mean. I don't know why he didn't do the giant explosion there.
But he always won, so eventually the criminals learned to be afraid of him.
Normally, dodging your enemies using basic rolling motion will buy you time to get in a better fight. This is when I finally had it. When I say finally, that usually means it's final for all my enemies.
I think I'm going to save that for the next encounter. You don't have to roll those specific attacks. You can just hold down the button and they will automatically dodge. You only would need to really want to roll if you want to, you know, get some distance from everybody and give yourself some breathing room.
He was in the hot spots. That was no place for sub.
Dude, no way.
But yeah, I was trying to say, the 2003 show is my favorite because it adapts the Mirage comics really well. And it was actually really dark and I love the storytelling. Like, that was one of the first shows where I really got invested into the story and the characters and stuff. 2012 was also good because it does its own interpretation of the Mirage books. And it also wasn't afraid to incorporate some of the goofier characters from the 80s cartoon. Like, and don't get me wrong, 2003 could be lighthearted at times, but I feel like 2012 did its good balance of incorporating some of the 80s silliness and the 2003 seriousness. Stop blocking. No, I'm going the wrong way.
I can use my size to climb walls using my defensive.
I can imagine when that Insomniac Wolverine game comes out, Wolverine might have an ability to climb walls like this.
There was lots of beating to do.
There it is. This is Raph's Spartan Rage. Sometimes you can get lucky and take out 2 enemies with 1 attack.
Pretty soon, dudes, all the street goons were afraid of the Night Watcher.
That might be true, Mikey, but crime didn't go away.
Crime never goes away, dude. But the Night Watcher sure put a lot of it out of commission.
All right.
At least with the crowbar guys, you can tell when they're about to swing at you, because they always like to do a running start. The baseball guys, you can know when they are hitting their... when they cup the baseball bat in their hand. Yeah, like that.
It's Johnny. The Night Watcher has skills, that's for sure. Seriously, he was working alone, and there were so many enemies against him. How long can a lone wolf?
I love how they're talking about this as if they don't know Raph's the Night Watcher
How long a lone
at this
wolf
point.
like the Night Watcher can last, Leo. I know this. Nobody ever beat that guy. Nobody.
We got time for... I don't know how much longer this next level is going to be, so we'll see in a second. I might just cut the part here, but... And I like Rise in the TMNT. Like, I initially didn't want to give it a chance because I thought the animation style was so bizarre. But after sitting down and watching it, I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're trying to do your own thing. And in combat, the animation is sick.
Oh, Night Watcher. I always thought he was pretty gnarly.
Maybe, but the police disagreed. They thought his methods were too drastic and too violent.
Raphael, did you really become the Night Watcher because you thought the police were not doing enough?
Nobody was. You remember what it was like, Sensei? Crime was everywhere, and innocent people were scared. It wasn't right. So I decided to become the Night Watcher and give the criminal scum something to be afraid of.
And besides, dude, that costume was styling.
Well, Mikey, personally, no offense, Raph, I never really liked the Night Watcher's style much. I prefer a more sophisticated, high-tech approach.
Oh, what a surprise.
But Dawn, you had sophisticated, high-tech enemies.
That is true. I thought it was just going to be an ordinary night for me, so I did what I usually do. I went out looking for components for my latest invention.
And it's good that the game decides that
And as usual, I was taking the opportunity to get a
they give the player the ability to play with each turtle individually, so you can get used to their movesets and different specialities. I think Leo and Donnie are my favorite ones to play as. Mikey and Raph are still fun. I think I just prefer their combat styles a little more. In terms of acrobatics, they can all do the same moves.
Incredible! I had no idea how weird things were going to get that night.
It feels good to hold a GameCube controller in my hands again.
To access remote areas.
Man, I really messed up that wall run.
Surprise your enemies by moving around them.
Things were going pretty
You really do have to hold the stick at an angle to get the vertical wall run, or else the game will assume that you're trying to go vertical.
incredible!
And it can go on for a pretty long time. I was too high on the ceiling, but yeah, you can just jump between walls if you're close enough.
When the ceiling is too low, use your pole staff to cross over to the other side of a gap.
I even had a few opportunities to try out my new aerodynamically enhanced bow staff. I could use it to hover over narrow gaps. It was really cool.
It's just essentially a pole vault, but... Ooh! Okay, I'm going back for that coin just because I can. See? That's what I mean. Like, you have to be careful when you're jumping on these walls. Okay.
Incredible! Everything was business as usual until I saw something off in the distance. Electronic sparking.
So naturally, you just had to follow it, right? Even though it took you to an unknown part of the sewer, which was falling apart and probably unsafe,
Ooh!
Well, yeah.
Right on, bro.
I shouldn't have been able to just get out of that no problem. Man, this is the second game where I'm running around in New York sewers.
Part of the sewer.
I guess it's my own fault.
You got distracted by a shiny object.
Let him tell it, dude. He's getting to the wicked part.
That's when I found the underground headquarters of the secret plan. There was all kinds of high-tech stuff. It was incredible. I wanted to meet these guys.
Jesus. How are people able to build all this stuff in the sewers? Especially with the turtles running around. You'd think they would have explored every part of New York's sewer line by now. In the comments, I want you guys to tell me who's your favorite turtle, and also your favorite incarnation of them. It doesn't have to be in the cartoons, it could be from the comics, it could be from the movies. Like, I want to know everybody's thoughts on TMNT. Because part of the reason why I play these particular games is because I played them as a kid, but also I am curious about other people's experiences with these franchises. And I like exposing people to good movie-based games. Yeah, those taser guys can be pretty deceptive. How did I not hit anybody there? See? They're extremely fast, so I always try to take them out first. And they have the most help out of these techno guys.
Like I said, it's always good to get a little bit of exercise.
Okay.
Wait, they attacked you, so you kept going?
They had some pretty serious high-tech security in there. I'm talking things like an electric barrier that you would not want to touch. This is awesome!
Yeah, I'm gonna make this an extra long part. Just because I wanted to make sure I recorded stuff, because my monitor's apparently coming in today. And I wanted to at least get something up before I had to rearrange my setup to accommodate it.
Am I good, or am I good?
It's that guy that totaled our boys! Waste him!
So, primitive.
Ah, come on! I held down the button too, I was ready for it. Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. Wow. Yippee. Yeah.
Ready for you that time.
Yippee.
I'm definitely not getting an A+ for my combat skills in this one. Oh, by the way, you can heal yourself in this game, you just have to stand still. But obviously, that's not very good. I mean, it's a good concept, because they stand still to meditate, and that's how they heal. But obviously, you'll be wasting time standing still.
Incredible.
Even though I feel like the timer can be pretty forgiving in this game. Try my best not to fall in this electric water. I could wall run across, but I could accidentally end up falling in. So it's just best to play it safe. There we go. Alright, we should be near the end of this level if I remember right. Okay, yeah. We're near the end.
Strange monster indeed.
Look Look who's talking. I'm a teenage mutant ninja turtle, and the name is Don.
Choosing the turtle as your totem was your first mistake, monster.
You know, you talk way too much for a living statue.
My turn. You get a nice little preview of all the boss fights before we actually fight them for real. Ooh. No, you don't.
The irrigation appears to be electrified, and the septic tank is filling up fast. Incredible!
You try to confuse me with strange words, but it won't work.
Yeah! Incredible!
The only reason why it seems so easy, because this is technically the first boss fight of the game, and when we do fight him at the end, it will get a lot harder.
What's wrong? Did I shock you?
We will meet again, reptile vermin.
Hey, thanks for lowering the ramp down for me, man.
Is it me, or is the water level rising?
Crap. Aha! There we go.
This is the Black Eater stash. All this stuff. Huh. Guess they won't mind if I borrow a couple of things.
Probably not gonna get any plus in this one. Oh, never mind. Sweet. Alright. So, I'm going to end the part here, but thanks you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this new Let's Play. I'm certainly going to have fun with it. But as always, please, like, dislike, tell me what you guys think about the show, tell me what you think about the game, the movie, all that. I want to hear your thoughts. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.